This is Gaming In. We are Gaming In Progress.
What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be talking about No Man's Sky, more specifically something in relation to No Man's Sky, and this is basically something that some idiot said, and we're going to talk about it. So this is from ICXM is the website that this comes from, and this is talking about Shahid, Ahmad calling gamers who want No Man's Sky refunds thieves. Now, as you probably know, as you may or may not know, actually, a lot of people have been requesting refunds for No Man's Sky, and Steam and PlayStation Network, as well as Amazon, have been giving these refunds for the most part up until yesterday. It seems like they started to get a little bit heavier on, or making things more difficult to get refunds. So it might not be possible to get refunds from some of these areas anymore. So let's talk about this. A former Sony employee named Shahid Ahmad, who worked as a content director, made some controversial comments about No Man's Sky and the people who asked for refunds recently. He still has strong ties to Sony and is known for his odd comments about resolution differences and more. There's no doubt that the developers and Sony used misleading marketing tactics to advertise features that were absent from the final game. Now, see, that I disagree with. It wasn't Sony and the developer. It was the developer. It was Hello Games, because Sony came in kind of late into the whole development cycle. Sony basically picked it up, make sure they had all the funds they needed to make sure the game was finished, make sure it was properly promoted and stuff, but the people who handled the actual promoting of the game was Hello Games. That's why you would always see Sean Murray in every interview for the game. He did all the PR. He wore a lot of hats in the company, so to speak, because it's a small team. So I don't blame Sony for what was falsely advertised. It was Hello Games, probably more specifically Sean Murray himself, who would say, oh, it's going to have, or kind of either say directly or hint at that it's going to have this feature, do that thing, and yada yada yada, like, oh, it's going to actually revolve around a sun, so there's no light boxes, and then in the game there's light boxes, or, oh, it's going to be very rare, but you'll be able to, if you find another player, you'll be able to interact with them, and then two people do that within the first week, and can't even see each other. So moving on here, they even covered it up, blah 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 blah. Okay, so this is a quote from Shahid himself, and it says, "If you're getting a refund after playing a game for 50 hours, you're a thief." And I've seen this quote modified a little bit here and there, but parroted by a lot of, like, the heavy defenders of No Man's Sky. And don't get me wrong, it's a good game, and it has good potential to be something great. And it does a lot of unique things that have set the bar for this type of game, for this type of open world exploration and survival type of game. They've set the bar for it, really, in my opinion. The whole seamless transitions from ground to space, the whole having a procedurally generated universe that is in fact procedurally generated and continuous and endless, that really sets the bar, in my opinion. But there's a whole slew of features that were supposed to be in the game but aren't. And I mean, I could go over every one of them, but I mean, there's a list of this already. People have come up with a list. So getting back to it, that's basically the quote itself, and I don't agree with that, because this is, I mean, if these were normal circumstances, I would agree with this entirely. If the game was great, if the game was exactly what it was marketed as, if it wasn't falsely advertised, which it blatantly was, I would totally agree with this guy. I would totally agree with Shahid, and I probably wouldn't be making this video, but I don't agree, because the game was falsely advertised. We were basically lied to. The game does not perform well on PlayStation or PC, so a lot of people tried to play the game for a while, hoping it would get better, and then they realized, no, it's not getting better, it's just the same crap. So, and I mean, it's not even just crap, it's just you find yourself doing the same repetitive task after a certain point over and over again. So, moving on here, Sony and other stores that sell No Man's Sky are giving players refunds despite that fact that they've played dozens for dozens of hours. Even they know the game isn't what was advertised, and it's best to appease than bring on legal trouble. Which, you know, is, I mean, I agree with that. Okay, so, and, okay. He said those who request that, so the rest is just kind of quoting Shahid talking about it, but I don't agree with this quote. I don't agree with Shahid at all here, because it's extenuating circumstances is what it is. That's the only reason why they've been giving out refunds, is because of these extenuating circumstances, because of the fact that players were playing as much of the game as they could, trying to see, okay, is it gonna be different, and okay, what's at the center, and stuff like that. And let's not even talk about the fucking bullshit center of the universe thing, or center of the galaxy thing, because that is total bullshit. Let's not even talk about that, but I don't know. I'm not really, I mean, I am impressed with aspects of the game, but the way that things have happened, I'm not impressed with, and I'm not very happy with. So if I'm not happy with a purchase, I have every right to get a refund, as long as it's within at least 7 days. This whole idea that, oh, if you drive 50 hours in, you know, fuck you. I mean, traditional retailers like GameStop are going to give you 7 days. They're not going to know if you've played 50 hours or not, or over 50 hours or not, because some people are crazy. Some people will play for like 12 hours a day sessions and shit, and it's like, damn, dude, that's a lot. I mean, I don't know how long I play a day. How long do I don't know. But the point is, the refunds are warranted. Now, recently, again, they've basically been stopping doing the refunds. A lot of people are reporting that that they didn't get a refund earlier, and that they're no longer able to now, because up until yesterday sometime, the refund system seemed to be working smoothly, working well on PlayStation and Steam and Amazon, but it seems like now it's becoming harder and harder to get a refund for your game, which is fairly annoying. So that's really all I have to say about this article, or this little story here. Just something I wanted to talk about real quick, and let you guys know about it, and see what you guys think about it. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you guys happen to be new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. And as always, this has been Devin with Gaming in Progress, and I will see you guys in the next video.